Hi everyone, Jacqueline here. So today I'm going to show you how to get rid of Canada thistle in your garden, and I have two methods for doing this. Canada thistle is a nightmare of a weed in the garden. It is totally obnoxious. These plants, if allowed to get to their mature height of 2 to 5 feet, when they bloom, will throw seed everywhere in the wind, and that seed can remain dormant in the soil for up to 20 years. The minute you disturb that soil, it will cause them to germinate like so many other weeds. The problem with Canada thistle that makes it unique is it can send the roots a good 3-4 feet down. They have roots that spread out and new shoots come off of it, similar to a poplar where they have new shoots come off of that same root. It's almost like a taproot. It spreads out so far. So they can take over a garden or a field fast. And they have been known to just ruin farmers' crops in the fields because they just take over. And this is why farmers are using chemicals, herbicides, to kill this thing, because it's very hard to kill. So for us home gardeners, when it comes to Canada thistle in the garden, and my issue is it came up from the fields and from the ditch and into my flower beds, the best thing we can do is two things. We can deal with it first thing in the spring or when new plants erupt and make sure that we dig it out and get the entire root. The other thing we can do is, if you live in the US or other countries that have organic herbicides, that you can use that on it after you cut the plant down. Here in Canada, we don't have organic herbicides, so I will be showing my second method with an actual herbicide, as in Roundup, how to get rid of them. Now we have to be very careful how we use this chemical in our gardens. So when we use it in the garden, we want to make sure that we're only killing the weed. We're not killing our plants. So I'm going to show you the first method, and that is how to remove a young plant and get all the root. And then we're going to go into the second method for ones that are already a good foot high and how to eradicate those so that it does not take over your garden or your yard, because these things will spread from your flower beds into your lawn as well. Okay, so this is a fairly young plant that is sitting here in the edge of my flower bed in the front. This is where we're removing the sidewalk in the front of the house, and there's a couple here that I asked Rob to lead because I wanted to use them for a video to show how to get them out. So I'm going to share with you what I have for tools. So the first thing I have is a pail to put them in, nor do you want to put them in a compost bin or on top of a compost pile or in your yard waste bin, because they're just gonna spread. Even if you let them dry out on a compost bin or partially dry, if it rains, they're going to be through the whole thing. The other thing you don't want to do is mess with the soil that has these plants in them, because you break them up and they're going to shoot out more plants. I have a strong digger here to get down to the root, and then I have good heavy duty gloves because those thorns are brutal. On the younger ones, like this one here, they aren't as bad. You can wrap your hands around them and not take a bad piercing. But on the older plants that are like 2, 3, 4 feet tall, you need heavy duty gloves. So let's deal with this one first. I am going to go and take this and go straight down beside the plant to get the root. As far as I can go here to dig it out. Then I'm going to gently loosen the soil, and I'm going to do this all around it. Some people will just go in and flip it up, but that's when you have a chance of breaking it. So just go around, loosen your soil all the way, and that gives you a better chance of getting this out. Then the next thing I'm going to do is, this one's fairly prickly, is we're going to put on our gloves. If I can get them on. Here we go. And I'm just going to gently coax it up. So this time I'm just going to go down here on the side, and I got to be careful here. There's sprinkler lines here. If I feel any pressure, see, and it's still in there. So you can see how deep these go. That's pretty far down. Now will it loosely come up? No. See, and that's what I mean. Broke again. Look at that. So that one's going to come back. So that's why I don't like the digging method. I am not preparing this soil in advance for this video. I want to show you a real life. Here's one right in the lawn, and looking where it's leaning. I'm just going to go and pop it like that. And it broke again. So that method sucks. Here's the best method, I think, of dealing with this effectively. Method number 2. I have a milk jug I cut off, and I have a sponge dabber, and I have gloves to protect myself. So I'm going to put the gloves on. Okay. Then I have my leather gloves that I will put on top of this, okay, to deal with these. I'm going to prepare my solution, which is this container. I'm just going to set it down here very carefully. And I'm going to pour a bit of Roundup in it. And here's the Roundup. This is the super concentrate, and it's non-selective, so it's going to kill everything because it has this chemical in it, glyphosate. I may have pronounced that wrong. So we're going to shake it up really good and pop it open. And then you got tabs here you push in. And my hands are not that strong today because I've got these tabs that hold it. There we go. Take it off. And now I'm going to carefully pour some in this container. That's probably all you need. And then put the lid back on. Okay, that's done. What we're going to do now is I have my pruners here, and I have my can right here. And we're going to start with the ones closest to the plants there. And we have to be fast about this because you want to cut these and dab them within 1 to 3 minutes, preferably 1, because they will seal up super duper fast. I'm trying to put this so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's get into it. So we just tweeze them away from the plants here. Cut it down as low as we can. I'll just remove anything around it. Cut like that. Put it, any pieces, into your can and put your big gloves on, and then take this, dab the end of it, and go in and get that end. That's all you have to do to get rid of them. Let's do a bunch more because I need to get rid of all of these. And remember where you cut them. All right, so that's pretty fast. Those are cut. So now we go in and we dab them. And we can see here all the green shoots that I'm going to dab. And I take these heavy gloves off and just come through like this and dab them. That plant's dead, so I'm not too concerned. But these aren't. And you want to make sure you get them all. All right, so this is what the nasty weed looks like. It is terrible. What a horrible thing. What a prickly plant. It's just nasty here in Saskatchewan, and it's everywhere. It's in the fields, across all the Canadian provinces. It's in Asia, it's in Europe, it's everywhere. So the sooner you get them out of the garden, you don't have to worry about them spreading everywhere and going to seed. That's the key. Let me show you another example of what they look like when they do go to seed. Look at this. I'll stand back. That's a good 3.5, almost 4 feet tall. And this is what the seeds look like. And they're gonna blow everywhere if I don't get rid of them. So you want to keep that in mind. And you can see what happens when you use Dawn, vinegar, and salt. It will burn the foliage, but it does not get down and kill the root. So for these kind of weeds, that method does not work. You got to use an herbicide or dig until the cows come home and keep at it all the time. So for me, I am behind on garden tasks and these have gotten ahead of me. So now I'm dealing with them because when you have surgeries and things like that, sometimes you get behind because you're healing. So I'm bad, very bad, because I do have a couple of these in the garden, but now they're going to be gone. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you aren't seeing my videos, don't forget to turn on the notifications and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.